You have to pray. Is that very hard?
Yeah,
And then pray.
YouTube ukininevi najaza screen mzima. Sasa nimeiweka pause.
Maybe you could say, is this one crazy?
That is it good. It's by itself.
It's an Italian. Very hard.
Start.
yes. Both. Brothers and sisters, and this year round, we suggest it won't be a direct novena, but we'll still pray for 9 days. The first 6 days, we are going to have a teaching about Sacred Hearts, and the last 3 days, we'll have a triduum of Sacred Hearts. Today being the first day, we are going just to meditate about the day, to teach and meditate about the devotion of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. The spiritual life is more than a spiritual doctrine, but if it were, it would be about Jesus saying, I am the truth. In him are hidden all the treasures of wisdom and knowledge. Colossians chapter 2 verse 3. And Jesus will be our teacher about this devotion of the Sacred Heart. We know that you are a teacher, come from God. John chapter 3 verse 2. One only is your master, the Christ. He is the one to teach us. The spiritual life is more than the practice as our model. Learn from me, for I am meek and humble of heart. Matthew 12:29. Not only is Jesus the model, but the source of our virtue. For from his fullness we have all received grace upon grace. John 1:16. And he assures us, my grace is sufficient to you. The spiritual life is more than a pilgrimage, a journey towards heaven, but if it were, Christ is the way and the guide. I am the way. No one comes to the Father but through me, he said. And come, follow me. The spiritual life is about eternal life, loving union, and the knowledge of vision of God. The development of the spiritual life, therefore, is inseparable from the development of devotions. We hear, of course, about many different devotions based on different prayer practices. This expression, which is devotion to the Sacred Heart of Jesus. In order to better devotion to the Sacred Heart, we need to understand the true nature of devotion. What is meant by devotion? Devotion derives from the Latin word meaning to make a vow. Accordingly, devotion is a particular propension of the soul to God, whereby It devotes itself, commits itself, binds itself over, consecrates itself to the worship and service of God. This it may do by vow, by oath, or by simple sentiment. By its very nature, devotion tends towards permanent commitment. Devotion, therefore, is a virtue most pleasing to God. After the theological virtues, it belongs to the most important virtue of the spiritual life, to the virtue of religion. St. Francis de Sales warns that those who do not know the nature of true devotion will easily be deceived and led astray by their own proclivities. We need something greater than our own personal likes and dislikes to guide our spiritual life. St. Thomas shows that devotion is not just an emotion, but that it is a virtue and act of the will whereby we readily dedicate ourselves to those of religion which moves us to offer the fitting and proper public service, and devotion moves even greater willingness and promptitude. In the introduction to the devout life of the soul, it is called grace. Inasmuch as it strengthens us to do good, it is called charity. When it has reached the degree of this carefully, frequently, and promptly, it is called devotion. Devotion not only makes us prompt, active, and faithful in the observance of God's commands, but in addition, it arouses us to do quickly and lovingly as many good works as possible. Devotion, he says, is the queen of the virtue, for it is the perfection. It is the flame of the fire of charity. Devotion reaches out to esteem the evangelical counsels and to embrace some of them in the measure that our personal vocation may allow. Devotion facilitates our progress on the path to perfection. We can see why Faber asserts, next to the gifts of faith, which is substantial, which is based on the sure foundation in the generous and the solid resolution to serve God under whatever circumstances. This first day, we have only reflected on devotion. Tomorrow, the second day, we'll come to the devotion, particularly of Sacred Heart, and we'll use the model of St. John Hughes, our founder. O heart of Jesus, take me totally, that there remains nothing behind in me. Accept all my joys and sorrows, failures and disappointments. Take possession of me, O Jesus. Remember, I am yours. I am your own. I do not belong to myself, the world. The Holy Spirit, heart of Jesus formed by the Holy Spirit in the womb of Virgin Mother. Heart of Jesus of infinite virtues.
mercy on us.
Heart of Jesus, worthy of all praise.
Have mercy on us.
Heart of Jesus, King and center of all hearts.
Have mercy on us.
Heart of Jesus, in whom are all the treasures of wisdom and knowledge.
Have mercy on us.
Heart of Jesus, in whom dwells the fullness of the divinity.
Have mercy on us.
Heart of Jesus, in whom the Father was well pleased.
Have mercy on us.
Heart of Jesus, of whose fullness we have all received.
Have mercy on us.
Heart of Jesus, desire of Jesus, loaded down with opprobrium. Heart of Jesus, obedient unto death.
Have mercy on us.
Heart of Jesus, pierced with a lance.
Have mercy on us.
What can I say?